All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? This is Jim from Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So, anyways, yeah. How is everybody? Whoops. All right. So, yeah. Okay, let me get going here. All right. So, let's see. Share it to my profile. We're live. So, yeah. All right. Oh, I like the likes and loves out there. So, give me a shout. There we are. I'm just busy sharing all of this. All right. So, 44 shares. Let's see. All right, people. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. What do we got right here? Okay, Sean, I see you're out there. Let's, all right, I'm going to comment here. Ooh, wait a minute. What? Wait, oh, hello. All right, so anyways, yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0. It is episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Let's see who's out there. All right, let me see if I can share this. Yeah, there we go. All right, share. There we are. All right, cowbell. Let's see if I can send some in Messenger. Okay, cowbell. No, dismiss. There we go. There we are. So, nope, I don't think so. So, all right. Baby, I have some pieces missing. So, anyways, yes, I was doing some sharing. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. I will do my intro here. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook at 7. The occasional Fridays and 1 o'clock Wednesdays. We're in our 7th year as Big Jims Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2019. In 2019. This year, expect more craft beer reviews. Tonight's craft beer is called Absent Landlord Coal Shale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Accompanying it is a Gibson's Finest Whiskey and a good cigar. Rocky Patel cigar. For 2025. So retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic TV, classic pro wrestling, classic albums, Book of the Month Club, along with This Week in Van Halen History, classic toys, hockey card heroes, and a birthday. Along with local events, bongos, countdowns, birthday shoutouts to all of our friends, and my sidekick, Cactus Jack here. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, finally, the blogcasting in U.S. and Canada is now worldwide. We're seen in the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Say hello if you're out there. Thanks for watching. Tune in and turn us on. And enjoy the show. Politics and religion are not our band here. And we are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. As Big Jims Blogcast Live goes out later live on Spotify, Anchor, and wherever you listen to your podcast, my own YouTube channel. Yeah, so Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms where your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give special shout-outs to Port Elgin groups, Sarnia groups, Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, and I'm going to do more sharing here. So to group, all right. So there we go. Boom, boom. There we are. So, all right. Okay, the pro wrestling page, classic TV shows, free bloggers. All right, Cube. Yep, there we go. Bongos. Bongo, boom, boom. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, there we are. All right. Okay, 56 shares. So, if you're out there, say hello. Yeah, likes and loves. Thank you. Yeah. So, all right, I'll give you my disclaimer, too. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Go to your safe space. You may hear those words tonight. Go to your safe space. Go to your, go get a Kleenex, so those words might come out. So, anyways, yeah. So, we are live, and okay. No, we won't do that. Discard. So, yeah, and anyways, yeah, all the likes and loves, thank you. All right, what are we doing? Okay, so anyways, all right. So if you're here, say hello. So, yeah, we're back on the Blogcast page. This Big Jims Blogcast Live can go live now. It was last October. I'll explain briefly. Like last October, we were taken down by a hacker. Everything I lost. I had my Facebook page since 2007. So, but anyways, fuck it. I made another page. I made another blogcast. So we surpassed 100 followers. Facebook says I had to have 100 followers. 100 followers to go live again. So we surpassed that. Anyways, we're gonna So, yeah. So, what am I... Okay. So, anyways, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. So, anyways, we'll get to the craft beer in a minute. We're going to have the birthday shoutouts, countdowns, local events, our Gene Hackman tribute, our Superman 2, one of his movies, Superman 2, Miami Vice Season 5 event, classic tag teams and natural disasters, Star Wars escape pods, Rockstar plane crashes, Randy Rhoads, classic albums, Ozzy Osbourne-Blizzard of Oz, and this week in Van Halen history. So let me see if I can share that some more. Let's see, to a group. All right. All right, classic TV shows and series, classic TV shows. There we go. All right. Okay, there we are. All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, and hello. Yeah, if I can only do that. All right. So, anyways, yes, there we are. All right. Tonight's craft beer is called. All right. It is called Absent Landlord Kolsch Ale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey and a good cigar we've got going on here. It is, all right, so anyways, it is a Rocky Patel cigar, and I'm going to light it up right now. I'll give you my, all right, there we go. All right. So, okay, we'll reach over here. Now, my craft beer reviews, I give them a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, but here's my craft beer rating system. So, anyways, it's like 10 from 10 to 1. Outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, awful. So we want it to land up in the 10 to 6 region. Oh yeah, and one more. That's all right. And with this here, actually, I do. Like I said, I give it a rating a 1 out of. Oh, there we go. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, what do I'm going to give it? Like, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, if you're still here, sticking around. All right. So, this is the Growler. It's like your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. Is $3. This is Volume 6, Issue 1. It tells you all about the craft breweries that you like. All the craft breweries in Ontario, Canada. So, anyways. It's big, yeah. So pick it up at your local craft brewery or your local LCBO. Oh, right on. So, anyways, yeah. So, all right, bongos. We've got lots of bongos tonight. Boom. All right. So let's see if I can share some more. Send in Messenger. There we go. All right, there we are. Okay. All right. All right. And separately, there we are. All right. Just to remind you people that I am on the air. All right. Okay. So anyways, yeah, we'll get to my craft beer. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, it is, and like I said, I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. It is called Absent Landlord Kolsch Ale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. So I am trying this for the very first time tonight. All right, we're gonna open this baby up. I've got one of their glasses here. So let's see. All right. So, all right. So look at that texture right there. All right, so your Kolsch Ale. The key to quench your thirst, floral blossoms and citrus aromatics are perfectly balanced by subtle notes of toasted cereal, grain malts, light in body with delicate hop character. Unlock pure refreshment with this Kolsch Ale. All right, so here we go. Let's see. All right. So, anyways, yes, here we are. We're live. Okay. So, all right. All right. Looks like I can't. But anyways, Larry, how are you? I see you've just joined us. Yeah. So anyways, here we go. Absent Landlord. All right. Okay. All right. Goes down smoothly. You can yeah, look, it's like not that bad of a beer. Like I said, it goes down really smoothly and yeah, crisp, clean taste to it. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around and you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. Yeah, so anyways, all right, well, I will put this back here. All right, so, okay. Again, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. This is a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut cigar. All right. And what we have over here is our, Gibson's Finest whiskey. Yes. All right. So like I said, what we have on tap for tonight, we've got, lots of bongos. We've got, birthday shout-outs, countdowns, local events, bongo. But, yeah, if you were starting out here, if you want to give me a ring, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell. Tell me, hey, Jim, how's that? How's the brew? How's the beer? How's the blogcast going? All right. Toll free to call 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary or cell. So, bam. And you know what? When I do these craft beer reviews, you know, I don't go, wow, it's a very highbrow tasting high society. No, I just go with my gut, what's in here. So, all right. So, yeah, we have Absent Landlord, Coal Shale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. And we are coming to you live from the Blogcast page, Big Jim Blogcast live page. So, all right. So we'll just place this back here. All right. So let's see if I can, all right. Send in Messenger. There we go. Oh, no. We don't want this. No. Yeah, there we go. All right. There we are. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, yeah, let's we're gonna get some birthday shout outs right now. So, anyways, and we've got our dude here. All right. Birthday shoutouts from the 10th to the 16th. They go out to Steve Kiernan, Jamie Lee Bray, Mary Beth Arvai, Shields Armstrong, Brittany Lucas, Carrie Race, Simone Fave, and Beverly Susanna Eichler. All right. Happy birthday, everyone. I'll repeat that. Doug, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, good to see you. Steve Kiernan, Jamie Lee Bray, Mary Beth Arvai, Shields Armstrong, Brittany Lucas, Carrie Race, Simone Fave, and Beverly Susanna Eichler. I hope you guys have a great birthday. So, yeah. All right. So, all right. Happy birthday, everybody, from Big Jim Blogcast Live. And here's my partner right there, Cactus Jack. Yeah. All right. So, Doug, good to see you out here. We are coming to you live from the Blogcast page. And so, It is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Right on. Share this blogcast with a million people, Doug. I give you permission. Thank you. I see you, Larry, and all right. Good to see you guys out here tonight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before we get to some countdowns here, I'm going to, I want to show you guys something. The Cube, Rubik's Cube, out of its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug there. I have been, tonight's color is orange. This is a legendary toy from the 80s. So the premise is pretty simple. 9 sides. You got to get all full colors, all 9 sides. Tonight I am going to do the color orange. So where do we start? We're going to start here. And all right. So anyways, here we go. All right, bitch. Oh, you. All right. So that's what a couple of spins can do. So I'm going to do this 3 more times tonight to try and get a full orange side. So I'll just put it back in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug there. All right. So anyways, all right. So, anyways, as we get some countdowns now, boom, we got the bongo solo here. All right. So, anyways, if you're watching out there, give us a shout, like, love. There we go. All right. Okay. Maybe I can share this to more groups. You never know. So, all right. Hey, you gotta love. Sorry, bring back 80s memories. I love the 80s. All right. Promote podcast. There we are. Save. vloggers community. There we go. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, did that a few more times there. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. All right, people. Let's get into some countdowns now. All right. So, we've got spring. That's in 4 days. Fuck, I'm loving this weather. It's rainy out right now, but at least there's no snow. Yes. Victoria Day long weekend. 64 days away. Mother's Day is 56 days away. Father's Day is 91 days away. Summer is 96 days away. And St. Patrick's Day, that is 1 day. That's tomorrow, actually. So, anyways, yeah. Good for you. So, I have green. I've got green underwear. Green. That's maybe too much TMI, too much information right there. More cowbell. Yes. So, actually, yes, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. And a good cigar. It's a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut here. Got to even that up there. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, yeah, our craft beer for tonight, it is Absent Landlord. It's a Kolsch ale. It's by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I am trying this for the very first time tonight. Get the groove on. Get the groove. Oh, yeah. Beverly, I see you've tuned in. Happy birthday to you. Belated birthday. We went over our birthday shout-outs. So, my craft beer for tonight is Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company. It's a Kolsch ale. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10. Hello, Bev. Yeah, you're welcome. Not a bad beer to start. I'm going to top this up. I did bring back up. All right. Not a bad beer. It goes down really smoothly. You can really taste like it's light, very light tasting, no unpleasant aftertaste to it. So, and we'll put this back here. And like I said, if you want to, if you're sticking around to the end of the blogcast, I'll decide whether it's a spring, summer, or fall, or winter beer. Not winter. We hate that word. So, all right. All right. I'll just put this right back here. And Bev is like your son watching? Probably. Anyways, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know. All right. So as we get into some like local events here, wait a minute. Boom. Bongo solo there, and I've also got the uke. All right. So. All right. Well, he was always bugging me to get him to. He's always like after me to get him to. For him to get to watch the blogcast. So, hey, there we go. But anyways, all right. So here we go with our local events here. The Alvinson Pro Rodeo 2025, Friday, June 13th to June 15th, 3310 Walnut Street, Brook, Alvinson, Ontario. Strathroy Rib Fest. That'll be Friday, July 4th to July 6th. 3334 Metcalf Street West. The Big Bounce Canada Delaware Speedway, 722 Gideon Drive, Middlesex Center, June 13th, 2025, 9 a.m. till June 15th, 10 p.m. The Saugeen District Secondary School All Decades Reunion. Now, I know if that's still on or not, but that's going to happen June 21st, 2025, 12 p.m. To June 22nd, 2025, 1 a.m. It's going to be at the Lakeshore Racquetball Center. 1177 Goddard Street, Port Elgin. There's going to be a dance, a pub crawl. So if you attended SDSS, like, it's going to be the from I think 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and well and beyond. So I propose, why don't we meet in the high school cafeteria for our meet and greet earlier? But anyways, not up to me. Spring show and sale, Saturday, April 26, 2025, 9 a.m. event by Big Brothers Big Sisters, Sarnia Lambton. Alexander Mackenzie Secondary School, 1257 Michigan Avenue. Admission $7. Kids in 12 and under are free. Saturday, May 24th, 9 p.m. is a Pearl Jam tribute at Twisted Arm Restaurant Bar in Sarnia, $10 at the door. London Butter Tart Festival, and who doesn't like butter tarts? March 29th to March 30th, 11 a.m. till hey, there we go. Have a good one, Bev, and happy belated birthday. Westmount Shopping Centre, 785 Wonderland Road South, London, Ontario. Admission $5. 10 and under are free. Sarnia Pop Culture Show, number 10. Point Out Arena, Sunday, April 13th, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Great time. If you go, you're gonna have a great time there. The guys from Future Pastimes put it on, and it's gonna be like vintage toys, cosplay, you name it. There might be some special guests there. Bob Noxious, Thursday, April 17th, 9 p.m. at the Eastside Bar and Grill. Tickets by Eventbrite, 750 Hamilton Road in London. Saturday, April 26th, 12:30 to 4 p.m. is the grilled cheese pop-up at Stonepicker Brewing Company. 71 Forest Road, Wyoming, hosted by the Cheese Wedge. Stonepicker Brewing, like another great craft brewery out and about in Sarnia, Lambton. Blue Water Border Fest, Saturday, June 21st, Centennial Park, Sarnia. You've got Billy Talent, Hinder, Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, and Peter Dune. www.bluewaterborderfest.com for tickets. Mark and the guys put on a great Blue Water Border Fest. In 2019, they gave us tickets, gave the Blogcast, Big Jims Blogcast live tickets to give away. So keep on watching the Blogcast for for ticket updates. So anyways, and show updates. So all right. Rumblefish, Rockin' the River Cruise, Saturday, June 7th, 7 p.m. Duke New Orleans 2 tickets. You get them from any Rumblefish band member. So Friday, May 9th, 7 p.m. Steel Panther and Buck Sherry, the Northern Explosion Tour, London Music Hall, 184 Dundas Street, London. Tickets, Ticketmaster.net. So yeah, all right. So okay, and that is it for what we have for local events here. So when we get going here, well, let's see our notifications here. We're gonna do a 10 gong salute later on in the later on the Blogcast of Gene Hackman, Chris Reeds, Randy Rhoads, and John Tenna. All right. All right. Good cigar there. Oh, yeah. Bongo. All right. Boom. All right. So, Larry, Bev, Marie, I see you've just tuned in. Marie, my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good cigar. Rocky Patel Vintage. Accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right, cheers. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Absent Landlord. It's a Kolsch Ale. It's by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I've been there. Great little craft brewery. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight, so I give it a little top up here. Goes down very smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Yeah, it is very light. Yeah, there's the texture of it. See that? We'll just top her up here. Oh yeah, cheers, Doug. More cowbell. That's what we need. More cowbell. So, all right. All right. So, anyways, and like I said, if you're sticking around, tune in at the end of the blogcast. I will give this a rating out of 10 later on, the blogcast. See if you want to throw out a number like so many other people have done. See if it matches up with mine. So it's Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I got to warn you guys, I might have a bathroom break. So later on. So we'll just set this back here. All right. So we've got like this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. And we are finally blogcasting from the blogcast page. We're finally going live. Like, I mean, I don't know. Facebook changes the rules every time, but last October I was hit by a hacker, and I had to do everything all over again. So, and I had to reach 100 followers in order to get the blogcast page up and running and going live. So, and we surpassed that. We've got 104. So this is the, yeah. So, anyways, yeah, cheers, everybody. Boom. All right. All right. So as we get to our, Gene Hackman tribute. All right. So, anyways, we've got a great actor, a legendary actor that passed away, just past February. Gene Hackman. Now, he was born January 30th, 1930 in San Bernardino, California, to Anna Lyda Elizabeth and Gene Hackman. Anna, as it turns out, was born in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. So we've got a Sarnia connection here. Okay. So, anyways, the Hackman family moved frequently, finally settling in Danville, Illinois. Gene attends Storm Lake High School, leaves home at 16 and enlists in the U.S. Marine Corps. Serves 4.5 years as a field radio operator. He was discharged in 1951. He moves to New York City. He begins his acting career. Movies. He's made so many movies. 1961 to 2004. Mad Dog, Cell, Banning, Riot, Bonnie and Clyde, The French Connection, Poison Adventure, Young Frankenstein, French Connection 2, Night Moves, Superman 1, 2, and 4, Under Fire and Come in Valor, Hoosiers, No Way Out, Mississippi Burning, Narrow Margin, Unforgiven, The Firm, Wyatt Earp, Crimson Tide, Get Shorty. One of his movies there. All right. So, Wyatt Earp, Absolute Power, Heist, and his last movie, Welcome to Mooseport. TV appearances. Made TV appearances on The Defenders, Naked City, Route 66, Hawk, The FBI, Iron Horse, I Spy. And here's some here he is in the Unforgiven. Here he is as Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. And one of his good movies, better movies, Get Shorty. And also as Lex Luthor. Here's Lex Luthor. This is in Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, accompanied by cheers to Teresa too. Here he is with Nuclear Man, the latest the Superman villain. And so what award we go over his whole. We're not going to go over his whole career, but The guys won so many awards. Academy Award 1972 for Best Actor in The French Connection, 1993 for Best Supporting Actor in The Unforgiven, Golden Globe 1972 Best Actor for The French Connection, 1993 for Best Supporting Actor in Unforgiven, SAG Award 1997 for Outstanding Cast, The Birdcage, and sadly, Gene passed away February 18, 2025, age 95 in Santa Fe, New Mexico with his wife. A little bit of circumstances, you know, shady circumstances there, but as we like, you know, here's to you, Mr. Hackman, wherever you are right now. Cheers. All right. And I did post more of his like career highlights and clips from his movies on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it. And like I said, we'll have like a 10 gong salute to him, Chris Reeve, John Tenta, and Randy Rhoads at the end of the Blogcast. So, all right. So I'm just like spraying. All right. So I'm just spraying the apartment down. I didn't want to like have it smell like a cigar or an ashtray. All right, so yeah, it's like the uke there. All right, so this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Thank you for watching and ending your weekend with me. And so, okay. And for those of you that want to call me up on the Big Jim Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell, say, hey, how's that beer going on? How's the beer going down? How's the Blogcast? We like the Blogcast. There you go. So rotary phone or cell, 1-800-867-5309, toll free to call. And I want to reiterate that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, the Chris Reeve groups, Gene Hackman groups, right on. So, all right. We're having a great time tonight. I got a good cigar here with some like Gibson's Finest whiskey and my craft beer. This is like a Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut cigar. And accompanying that is Gibson's Finest whiskey. All right. And the craft beer for tonight, it is Absent Landlord Coal Shale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Wait a minute. Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to open her up here, up the second one. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So, all right. So, anyways. Yeah, there we go. Absent Landlord, Cowbell Brewing Company, Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Goes down really smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. You know, see, I got one of their glasses here. The texture of it. Yeah, you can taste a little bit of like the toasted cereal grain Malta, light in body with delicate hop. It is very light, so I'm gonna start it off being a good spring beer. So, yeah, I'll just put this back here for now. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, and you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So, all right. As we get into, all right. So we've got our movie here now, Superman 2. All right. Yes, there we are. I've got it on right now. So, anyways, we've got the movie on. Superman 2, the sequel, released June 19th, 1981. Its budget was $54 million. Box office did easily $190 million. All the cast returns, like Superman, Chris Reeve. Here we go. All the major players return. Here we go. Chris Reeve is Superman. Clark Kent. Perry White. Jackie Cooper is Perry White. We've got Lois Lane. Margot Kidder is Lois Lane. All right. So, and who else we have here? Oh yeah. Fuck. Mark McClure is Jimmy Olsen. All right. We've got these guys return. All right. Only for cameos. We've got Lex Luthor, played by Gene Hackman. And we got new villains. Terrence Stamp as General Zod. Jack O'Halloran as Non. Sarah Douglas as Ursa. E.G. Marshall as the President. And Valerie Perrine as Miss Testmacher. So anyways, like I said, I've got the movie on right now. All right. So anyways, I got the movie. I have the movie on right now. So movie opens, with flashbacks from Superman, from the first Superman movie, and then catch us up. So anyways, Zod, Ursa, and Non are exiled to the Phantom Zone. Years later, Superman rescues Lois Lane from hostages. And hostages from terrorists, the Eiffel Tower. They are holding a nuclear bomb. Superman throws it into space, unknowingly destroying the Phantom Zone, and releases Zod, Ursa, and Non. They go to Earth. They find out that Earth's yellow sun gives them powers. Perry White and sends Clark and Lois to Niagara Falls. Superman for an undercover investigation about honeymoon scams. Superman, of course, Superman's in the area and saves a kid from heading to the fall. Saves a kid from falling into the Niagara Falls. Lois suspects Clark is Superman. Superman takes Lois to the Fortress of Solitude, shows Lois around, declares his love for Lois, steps in a chamber that takes away his powers. Meanwhile, Zod, Lara, and Non take over the White House. The president begs, Superman, where the hell are you? What's going on here? Clark, the diner scene is more funnier. We get this guy, Pepper Martin, who plays one of the guys. Oh god, his name escapes me right now. But Clark and Lois go into the diner to eat. He goes to the bathroom. This guy sits down next to Lois. And Pepper Martin, he's a former pro wrestler. And so, yeah. Clark says, "Oh, excuse me, sir, you're sitting in my seat." Promptly pisses this guy off, and Clark Kent gets his ass kicked by him. So anyways, he's got to go back, and then he sees on the TV that the president, the whole country is being held hostage by General Zod and his cronies. So he has to go back to the Fortress of Solitude, get his powers back. Lex Luthor escapes from prison, gets to the fortress before Superman does. He teams up with Zod. The villains are laying waste to Metropolis. Superman lures Zod, Non, and Lara to the fortress. He reverses their powers. They perish and die. Back at the Daily Planet, he is like Superman or Clark. Flies to the White House, or Superman flies to the White House and promises the president he won't abandon his duty again. So there's with this movie, there are behind the scenes feuds with it. There we go. So anyways, so Richard Donner was fired and replaced by Richard Lester as expected. Hackman, Reeve, and Kidder did not agree with that. So, but yeah, one of the most funniest scenes in this movie. Come on, one of the very big plot holes in this movie. All right, let me show you here. Yeah, like, I mean, come on, really? You can't tell? Like, I mean, oh, well, Lois, like, everybody asked where Clark was for those, like, maybe 7 or 8 hours that the villains were laying waste to Metropolis and Superman was battling him. And he goes, like, oh, yeah, well, I was, like, out, like, taking pictures and all that. And it's, like, for 7 fucking hours? Like, come on. But, hey, we suspend our disbelief for this movie. And so, kneel before Zod. There we go. So, and then, in the end, Superman sends, like, resends Lex and his sidekick, henchman, back to prison. So, but the ending of this movie was pretty good. It was like, so, anyways, there we go. There's more of the players there. All right. All right, I got this because this is the best part of the movie. The ending is the best part there. Clark goes back to the diner. He's like, oh God, what's his name? Okay, Pepper Martin's sitting in the booth. He's like eating his dinner. He goes, hey, come on, get me another plate of this garbage. And Clark goes in, pushes up his glasses. He goes, oh, that's funny. I didn't know garbage ate garbage. And then he punches Clark in the gut. He's like, Jesus, motherfucking Christ. Oh. John, I see you're watching. So there we go. So anyways, yeah. And then spins him around on the table, pushes, like, shoves, like, Pepper Martin up on the diner, and then pushes him all the way out. Lands in like a Superman pinball machine, and Clark hands the diner owner cash. So like, hey, so sorry for the damage. You know, I've been working out. Okay, so anyway, it was a pretty funniest scene there. Yeah. So, and I posted more of like. I posted the Superman trailer on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. Look for it, like it, and scenes from the movie. All right. All right. So, anyway, all right. All right. So yeah, as the movie ends, he's like flying. It's like, I'll see you later. So, anyways, I've got the movie on right now. So, yeah. So there's basically a bunch of like cool scenes in Superman 2. I think this is the sequel worth watching. Like, so if you find this at Goodwill, pick it up. From the where when they're in Niagara Falls and Clark Kent accidentally falls into the fire pit and doesn't get burned. Lois finally clues in, like, hey, you're Superman. Superman, Clark Kent, Superman. It's not that hard to figure out. So, but yeah, pick it up. Superman 2, released June 19th, 1981. I did post more of like the trailer. Gwen, hello, how are you? So, great. We're getting into our Superman movie. Like I said, I've got it on there. And, oh yeah, we're up to the point where Lex meets like General Zod, non-Ursa in the White House, and it's like revenge. Okay, but yeah, it's I think what Gene Hackman saves this movie from being a total like flop, but it is a good movie. So, anyways, yeah. So that I did. I posted the Superman trailer and a bunch of scenes from the movie on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So there we go. There we go. So anyway, got the bullhorn here. All right. Big Jims Blogcast Live version, episode 311. All right. No. Rock and roll. All right. So the bullhorn there, and we've got like Cactus Jack. And what do we got here? So, all right. So, yeah. Say hello, Cactus Jack. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311. All right. So, yeah, there we go. Boom. All right. Bam. A little bit of a bongo solo there. All right. So, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311. It is Sunday, March 16th, 2025. So, yeah, Doug, Teresa, Bev, Marie, Gwen, thank you for ending your weekend with me watching Big Jims Blogcast Live as we get into, like, the final season. All right. As we get into, like, the final season of Miami Vice, season 5, but first, I'm going to take Big Jim, the Rubik's Cube out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. And this is the second of 4 tries tonight. Tonight's color is orange. This is a legendary toy from the 1980s. It's pretty self-explanatory what you have to do. All nine sides, all colors. Tonight's color, I'm going to try and get like the full orange side on a few spins here. All right, so here we go. Okay. All right. So, come on. All right. So, all right. So there we are. Come on, man. Fuck. Oh, So, damn. That's all I got for now. So that's the second of 4 tries. So tonight's color is orange. So, anyways, yes. All right, so just put it back there. All right, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a good cigar. It's a Riverfront from Riverfront Cigars in Connecticut, Rocky Patel, Connecticut. So, accompanying that is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, anyways, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Absent Landlord Kolsch Ale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. If somebody could share this blogcast with the Cowbell Brewing Company, it'd be great. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So far, it's all right. Goes down pretty good. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. It can taste like the what do they have on here? Like, I mean, fuck. Toasted cereal grain Malta, light in body with delicate hop characteristics. It definitely is light. So I do give this a rating out of 10 later on a blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so in between 1 and 10. See if it matches up with mine. Oh, I'll just set this back here. It is Absent Landlord Kolsch Ale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. All right, as we get to like our Miami Vice, Season 5 of Miami Vice. So, we are on, all right, so we are on Season 5 of Miami Vice, 21 episodes, 88 to 1990. It wasn't looking good for Vice. This was Vice's last season. There's the main cast there. Don Johnson, Philip Michael Thomas. Don Johnson is Detective Sonny Crockett. Philip Michael Thomas is Detective Ricardo Tubbs. Sandra Santiago is Detective Gina Calabrese. Michael Talbot is Stan Switek. Olivia Brown is Detective Judy Joplin. Edward James Olmos is Lieutenant Martin Castillo. Season 5 of Miami Vice premiered November 4th, 1988, with Part 2 of Hostile Takeover, when Crockett believes he is his drug dealer, takes over his role as drug dealer Sonny Burnett from the Season 4 finale of Hostile Takeover Part 1. This is the final season of Miami Vice. NBC scheduled Miami Vice for the Friday night 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. time slot, and also 10 p.m. to 11 time slot for the fall and winter. Moved it to Wednesday nights for a bit, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. in the summer. Now it's competition. So it's competition for the fall. Like when it was in 10 p.m., Mr. Perf, like NBC had Miami Vice. ABC it was up against Mr. Belvedere, Just the 10 of Us, Perfect Strangers, and also. It was also up against CBS's rating hit show Dallas, so it wasn't really given that much of a chance. When CBS moved it, or when NBC moved it to 10 p.m., it was competing with like Falcon Crest over on CBS, and basically like just getting slaughtered in the ratings. So there's your primetime network TV schedule for the 88, 89, 90 season. It originally like changes. NBC planned 13 episodes because of Miami Vice's ratings, but the network agreed to a full season. Tim Truman replaces Jan Hammer as Miami Vice's musical producer. Miami Vice's opening theme is still there, but now is like a harder edge guitar and drum sound. Producer Dick Wolf leaves Miami Vice to work on his series Law and Order, which would premiere in the fall of 1990. Stan Switek and his gambling addiction is main plot line throughout season 5. Miami Vice, sadly, Miami Vice's year-end rating was number 64. My favorite episodes were Bad Timing, Crockett taking his vacation, but he's kidnapped as two prison escapees. By two prison escapees who don't want to get arrested again. Line of Fire, Crockett and Tubbs protect a young man who is like a witness in a drug lord's trial. Roots of the Poison Tree, Crockett and Tubbs investigate like a shady lawyer who defends drug dealers but resells the drugs. Hard Knocks. Switek convinces his friend's son, college quarterback, to throw a game because to break even with the hustler he has a large debt to. Number 12, Jack of All Trades. Crockett's cousin Jack gets in with like a dangerous drug lord and is also trying to con him. The series finale, Crockett and Tubbs protect General Bourbon, who is informing on major drug dealers. Lost episodes, World of Traveler, Miracle Man, Too Much Too Late, aired after the 2-hour series finale in June of '89. The final tally for Vice on NBC, 16.1 million viewers. Right out of the gate, like Vice was a cool show for its time, but it had only one great season, number one, and its only good season was not number one, where it just had, and then the ratings began a steady decline over the next 4 other seasons. So, and it didn't help they were up against like Dallas or Falcon Crest, because NBC, like CBS's TV show Dallas at the time was like obliterating everything opposite to it in the ratings, in the ratings war. All right. So, anyways, I did post more of. I did post more scenes from Miami Vice Season 5 on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages, so look for it. There we go. So, anyways, yeah. And that is like Miami Vice Season 5. So, all right. Okay. So, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311. Sunday, March 16th, 2025. We are finally blogcasting from like the actual blogcast page. I'm sharing this to my other profile here. All right. So, anyways. Yeah. So we're having a good time. It is. Yeah. So we've got like a good cigar here. It's like a Connecticut, Rocky Patel, Connecticut. Along with that, we've got like, all right. So, anyways, all right. We've got a Gibson's Finest Whiskey with our craft beer for tonight. Cheers, everyone. And our craft beer for tonight, it is called Absent Landlord. By the it's a Kolsch ale. It's by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right, so I'll just give it a little top up right there. Yeah, very good beer. Good spring beer to start us off. Good spring, summer beer. It's good. It goes down very smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. Wow, very good. I'd say this is a back deck patio beer. And I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here sticking around, feel free to throw out a number and see if it matches up with mine. Good spring summer beer. Good back deck patio beer. I'll place this back here for now. And I gotta warn you, there might be a little bit of a bathroom break coming up. So, all right. All right. So, anyways, okay, and we will have a 10 gong salute to Gene Hackman, Chris Reeve, Randy Rhoads, and John Tenta at the end of the blogcast. So, and there we go. There's a scene in Superman 2 where Clark is going to get his ass kicked by Pepper Martin. But anyways, yeah. So, all right. All right, a little bit of a bongo. All right. And the hotline. All right. So, anyways, if you want to give me a call, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell, ask me how the beer is going, Jim. How's that, blogcast is going good tonight? And anyways, yeah, so there we go. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call on your rotary or your cell. So, all right, bam. Okay, boom. Big Jim Blogcast Live! All right, so, yeah. As we get to our, classic tag team, the Natural Disasters. All right. So, anyways, these guys. All right. So, okay. So, anyways. Okay. So, there we are. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, as we get to our classic tag team tonight, these guys are rumored to go into the WWE Hall of Fame WrestleMania weekend. They are the Natural Disasters, combined weight of 843 pounds. Natural Disasters were formed on an episode of WWF Superstars of Wrestling in a six-man tag team match with Earthquake and the Nasty Boys against Tugboat and the Bushwhackers. Tugboat turned on his partners and joined Earthquake, splashing the Bushwhackers. Tugboat changes his name to Typhoon. Here we go. This is John Tenta, and this is Fred Ottman. Fred Ottman is like Typhoon, and then there's the Earthquake right here. So, and 1991 SummerSlam, the Natural Disasters faced the Bushwhackers with Andre the Giant. They beat the Bushwhackers, but this after went, and then they went after Andre, but they were stopped by the Legion of Doom. All right, the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal. Beginning a Legion of Doom Natural Disasters feud and chasing the tag team titles of the 1992 Royal Rumble unsuccessfully. February 1992, Money Inc. All right, Money Inc. Ted DiBiase and Erwin R. Shyster. The Legion of Doom. Money Inc. beat the Legion of Doom for the WWE Tag Team titles. They started feuding with the Natural Disasters. July 20th, 1992. Natural Disasters finally won the Tag Team titles. They faced challengers, the Beverly Brothers. All right. The Beverly Brothers. The Nasty Boys, Money Inc. October 1992, Money Inc. won the Tag Team titles from the Natural Disasters. Their last pay-per-view was in the summer of 1992. They were Survivor Series. They were eliminated by Money Inc. Earthquake and Typhoon split after the 1993 Royal Rumble. Typhoon left the WWE in 1993 for WCW. But debuting as a Shockmaster. This has to be seen. This really has to be seen to be believed. I'll tell you about that later in a minute there. John Tenta, Earthquake left for Japan in 1993. Both would do sporadic appearances in WWE. They would have a semi-reunion at WrestleMania 17 Gimmick Battle Royal. Unfortunately, John Tenta died of bladder cancer in 2006. Like I said, these guys are going into the WWE Hall of Fame in WrestleMania weekend in April. So, they feuded with the Road Warriors. They feuded with Money Inc. They feuded with Andre the Giant. All right. So anyway, yeah, and also the Beverly Brothers. So, all right. So, anyways, they were a great tag team. One of their best moments. I posted more of their matches and their promos on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. Look for it, like it. As John Tenta, Fred Ottman, this guy right here, went to WCW and debuted as the Shockmaster. That's for a later blogcast, but it was funny as hell and it has to be seen to be believed. So, all right. So, anyways, there we have it. Our classic tag team, the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, with their manager, Jimmy Hart. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Tomorrow, Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody. Let's do a little ukulele here. There we go. All right. So anyways, yeah, like I said, it's Big Jim Blogcast Live. We are not spam. Like us, share up, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listing platforms. There's your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, all the classic TV and movie groups, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Gene Hackman, Don Johnson, Miami Vice, right on. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, we get going. Boom. Boom. All right. Bam. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good riverfront, a good Rocky Patel vintage Connecticut cigar. Accompanied by that cigar, we've got our Gibson's Finest Whiskey here. All right. So, cheers, everybody. Our craft beer tonight, it is Absent Landlord. It's a Kolsch ale. It is by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I'm just going to give this a little top up here. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Very good. I got to say, it's just, it goes down smoothly. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. This is the texture of it. Light. It's a good summer beer, spring summer beer, good back deck beer. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, please feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10, like so many other people have done. So yeah. Cowbell Brewing Company. I was there last summer. They're up north. Great brewery there. So yeah, this is Absent Landlord Kolsch Ale by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. All right, just set this back here. All right, and we move on. Wow, yeah. All right. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, we are going. It's our Star Wars. It's an escape pod. Star Wars. Escape pods also. They're called life pods, repair pods, or lifeboats. Mostly used as escape craft in emergencies, and were standard aboard all deep space like starships. Here's the interior of it, of these escape pods. The escape pod interior. There we go. Well, here we'll put that right there. Yeah, seated like few as 2 people to over a dozen. And goods were used for only, and they were only used like a dozen. They had life-sustaining food and water for over 2 hours to 3 hours. Pods carry they could only be used for up to 2 to 3 hours. So pods also carry 2 weeks worth of rations, including food, water, med packs, comm links, breath masks, and always a blaster gun. So pods had simple drive systems with enough fuel to drive the pod to the nearest hospitable planet. In some pods there were parachutes, flotation devices. Class 6 escape pods were were designed to disallow droids into the pod. Repulsor lift drive unit showed planetary descent for a softer landing. We've got Captain Bolvin here. You see him in the full opening moments of like Star Wars. He served aboard the Imperial Star Destroyer Devastator. He let the pod go as several pods were descending from the Tantive 5. Captain Bolvin aimed his blaster at like this particular pod, but it had no life forms it was carrying. In reality, C-3PO and R2-D2 with the Death Star plans. They were hidden aboard the pod, and he just let it go. But he covered it up. So, anyways, these are the escape pods. There's the interior. There's Captain Bolvin who let the pod go. Yeah. So I did post more of escape pod technology or on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. Okay. So, all right. So yeah. This is Big Jim. I gotta warn you guys. I may have a little bit of a bathroom break coming up here. So. All right. So, yeah. All right. All right. So, anyways, just like, there we go. Just had to relight the cigar there. Yeah, Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Thank you for ending your weekend with me, by the way. All right. So, anyways, there we go. Yep, there we are. So, all right. Lots of likes and loves. There we go. General, prefer to step outside? I've still got the Superman movie on. So, anyways, it would, yeah, so, a little bit of a bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So, anyways, yeah, there we are. All righty. All right, we are live. We are live from Big Jims Blogcast Live page, Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. And, yeah, so, like. There we go. All right. So, so, anyways, yeah. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. We've got a good cigar going on, craft beer going on. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. As we go into our Rockstar plane crashes, okay, and we have, it would be okay, so March 19th, 1982 was a sad day in rock and roll, because of, we've got our Rockstar plane crashes. This guy, Randy Rhoads, I mean, here he is with his guitars. It would be like 43 years ago, upcoming March 19th, that the world lost a great talent in Randy Rhoads. Yeah, there he is. There he is with his guitars right there. Now, yeah, it was March 19th, 1982. The plane, as we get into our Rockstar plane crashes here. All right. So, all right. So, yeah, the plane, 1955 Beechcraft Bonanza. The passengers were Randy Rhoads, Rachel Youngblood, Ozzy's hairdresser, and pilot Andrew Aycock. In Leesburg, Florida, property owned by the Calhoun Brothers Tour Bus Company. It had it also owned the plane. pilot Andrew Aycock took the plane, second flight with Randy Rhoads, Rachel Youngblood, around 10 a.m. Andrew Aycock took both of them in the air for like a spin. The pilot tried to just clip the tour bus, boom, but the plane broke into two parts. The plane spiraled out of control. Boom, here we go, bam. The plane, like the tour, tried to clip the tour bus. Here we go, spiraled out of control. Broke into two parts. The plane, when actually it struck a tree, crashed into the garage of a mansion. There we go. There's there's more of that. And there's the whole, like where it crashed too. It burst into flames. All aboard were killed instantly. They were identified by dental records. Aftermath: the pilot autopsy tested positive for cocaine. Rhoads had nicotine in his system, and the National Transportation Safety Board ruled that Aycock's flying license had expired. Rudy Sarzo just left Ozzy to join Quiet Riot, so he couldn't be in without this is on the Diary of the Madman tour. Brad Gillis from Night Ranger had to fill in. Bernie Torme had to fill in. They were Randy's replacements. So it's clipped the tour bus, bam, spiraled out of control, hit a tree, and destroyed a garage in a mansion. So, so there we go. That is like Rachel Youngblood with Randy Rhoads. That is like the garage the plane crashed into. Wasn't. And the aftermath, it was like, holy shit, Black Sabbath called. Eddie Van Halen was notified of it. So anyways, the world would lose Randy Rhoads on March 19th, 1982. So, yeah. And there we go. So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, there's the Osbourne band at the time. Rudy Sarzo, he had just left to go to Quiet Riot. He was departed. He in a few days he would leave to go to Quiet Riot. So, his guitars, these are his guitars, Randy Rhoads' guitars here. 1974 Gibson Les Paul. His guitars of choice. These are the Flying V, the Polka Dot, the Gibson right there. Fender Stratocaster, 1957 Les Paul Black Beauty. Carl Standard Polka Dot V. Jackson Rhoads Prototype Concord. Jackson Black Rhoads Strings. He used GHS boomers, pickups. He used DiMarzio, Seymour Duncan. His pedals were MXR Distortion, Dunlop Crybaby, wah-wah amplifiers. He used a 100-watt Marshall amplifier. Now, his influences were Leslie West, Richie Blackmore, Michael Schenker, and Gary Moore. He joined an earlier version of Quiet Riot featuring Kevin Dubrow, Drew Forsythe on drums, Kelly Garney on bass. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on October 30th, 2021. So, fitting end for it. Yeah, that's not... Wow, what it... So... yeah, there's a picture of Black Sabbath right there. So... There's more of it. There we go. Right on there, so... the world lost a legend in Randy Rhoads 43 years ago this week in March of 1982. So, all right. So yeah, with like the plane, like just clipping the tour bus and then doing a spiral, hitting a tree, and crashing into the garage of a mansion. Wham! Boom! Game over. And it was sad. They never should have gone up in that plane, but so anyways, it yeah. So what could have been with have Randy Rhoads have lived? This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. There we go. And so, all right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Likes and loves. There we go. All right. Okay. And so, thank you very much. All right. So, bongo, boom. All right, we get to our classic album in a minute here. Tonight's craft beer is accompanied by a Connecticut Rocky Patel cigar. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, excuse me for a minute. There's spraying the apartment down. Don't want it to smell like an ashtray. We've got a good cigar here, Rocky Patel Vintage Connecticut from Riverfront Cigars. Plus, we've got our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. And our craft beer for tonight, it is called Absent Landlord. It is a Kolsch ale. I'm going to top this up. It is by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I was there last summer. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So, yes, damn good beer. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. I'll expand on that. It's a good back deck patio beer. Good beach beer. Goes down very smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. And yeah. So what does it say? All right. So it is pairing. You can pair it with bratwurst, beer battered paroya, grilled veggies, baked brie, pear salad. And yeah, you can taste, there is honey in this beer. And you can taste that. Yeah, but it goes down really smoothly. So yeah, it is by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. And like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, if you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's a good barbecue beer too. Yeah. So, anyway, drink responsibly. 5.3% alcohol volume. It is by the Cowbell Brewing Company, and I'm going to place this back here. But, all right. So, anyways, yeah, and I do give this a rating out of. Do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. So, Anyways, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. We are having fun here. Before we get to our classic albums, I am going to try and get this all right, so I'm going to do the cube thing. Take it out of his Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Tonight, this is a legendary toy from the 80s. It needs no explanation. If you're under 30 or 35, you probably have seen one of these. You probably have seen one of these. There were millions of them. 9 sides, 9 colors. The premise isn't all that difficult to figure out. Tonight's color is orange. I'm going to try and get the full orange color on a spin here. A couple of spins. All right. So, anyways, bam. All right. So, anyways, there we go. Okay. Come on. All right. All right. There we go. Okay. So, anyways, all right. All right. So that's all I got for orange. So I'll put it back. This is the third out of 4 tries tonight. So there we go. Anyways, also, I'm going to remind everybody tonight, Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listing platforms to listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, Gene Hackman, Superman, Chris Reeve groups, right on. So, as we get to our classic album, it is Blizzard of Oz. Yeah, classic album. Released March 27th, 1981. Recorded at Ridge Farm Studios in Rupper, England. Okay, so, yeah, so, alright. Blizzard of Oz. The band, Ozzy, the singer, of course, Randy Rhoads on guitar, Lee Kerslake on drums, Don Airy on keyboards, Bob Daisley on bass. But they were fired, and this is what we got. Tommy Aldridge on drums, Rudy Sarzo on bass, Randy Rhoads on guitar. So, side 1, you had, like, I Don't Know, Crazy Train, Goodbye to Romance, Suicide Solution. Side 2, you had Mr. Crowley, No Bone Moves, Revelation, Steal Away the Night. This is the debut album for Ozzy after he was fired from his band, Black Sabbath. All right. So, most of Blizzard of Oz was written by Ozzy, Randy Rhoads, and Bob Daisley. Blizzard of Oz was produced by Ozzy, Randy, Bob, and Lee. So the single Crazy Train was the first single, peaking it at number 9 in the U.S. Billboard album charts, and would be like also on the live Ozzy album Tribute in March of 1987. Aleister Crowley was the second. Mr. Crowley was the second single released, inspired by a book about occultist Aleister Crowley. Ozzy was sued in 1984 over the song "Suicide Pollution" by the parents of teenager John McCollum, who shot himself in the head. The case was dismissed. Like, I mean, come on. This was like, I mean, fuck. The tour started like September 30th, 1980 in England, Wales. Their hit North American summer tour, April. They hit North America April 22nd, 1981, U.S. and Canada. Friday, September 13th, 1981 in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is Randy Rhoads' first album with Ozzy, and here's the back of it. So, the back, right on, there we go. Special thanks to St. Jude Hopkins, Jet Records, the Arden family, and yeah, Blizzard of Oz. Classic album, great songs on it. Great guitar work by Randy Rhoads, Crazy Train. So, yeah, if you pick up a copy of this if you're like ever, if you're ever in, if you find a copy of this at any record shop or Goodwill, pick it up. I mean, great album there. So, all right. Yeah, there's like Rudy Sarzo and Quiet Riot. Ozzy after he was fired in Black Sabbath, and then there's the the band after Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake were fired. So that's Tommy Aldridge in the middle. You've got Ozzy Osbourne, Tommy Aldridge, Randy Rhoads, and Rudy Sarzo. So, all right. So yeah. So, anyways, there might be a bathroom break coming up. I don't know. So, all right. Bam. All right. So that's a bit of the ukulele right there. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 311. Yeah. So, anyways, oh yeah. So, all right. So the hotline, if you want to call me up, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone right here or your cell. Hey, Jim, how's that beer going down? How's the blogcast going down? Anyways, it's toll free to call 1-800-867-5309. So there we go. All right. And nobody named Jenny will answer. So there we go. Boom. And we've got like Cactus Jack here. All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right. So, yeah. And, hey, Big Jims Blogcast Live! All right. So, there we are. All right. Bullhorn. My craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a good cigar. All right. Keeps going out on me for some reason. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Craft. Wow. All right. All right. So, it is a Connecticut Rocky Patel vintage Connecticut cigar from Riverfront Cigars. Accompanying our craft beer tonight is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, anyways, our craft beer for tonight, it is called Absent Landlord. It is by the Cowbell Brewing Company in like Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I was there last summer. Top it up a little bit. Look at that. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Yeah, fuck. Oh, man. All right. This beer, it's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. It's a good back deck beer, good patio beer, good barbecue beer. It would go good with like steak, salad. It's like not, there's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. You can taste a little bit of a honey in it. Oh yeah. So, delicious. Can't say more about it. Really good beer. Now you can give this a rating out of 10 later on, coming up shortly. All right. So top this up, and yeah, Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. All right. So I'll just place this back here. On we go. All right. Want to give like. All right. So, anyways, what are we doing here? Okay. All right. So, and want to like say that if you want to give me a call, 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary or your cell. That's the hotline. Toll free to call. Hey, just say, hey, Jim, love the blogcast tonight. You might want to like give me a shout in the craft beer. There we go. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. So, all right. Okay, as we move on, we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. This week in Van Halen history, it's covered March 10th to March 16th. March 10th, Edward Van Halen attends the John Varvatos 10th annual Stewart House benefit in Los Angeles, California. All right. So, anyways, there we go. There's all versions of the band right there. March 11th, 1995, Van Halen opens the Balance Tour at the Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida. March 11th, 2008, David Lee Roth attends the Mercedes-Benz LA Fashion Week at the Snack Box Studios in Culver City, California. March 12th, 2007, Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony Van Halen are inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Sammy Hagar and Michael Anthony both attending. March 12th, 2003, Sammy Hagar, Michael Anthony, and Joe Satriani appear on the national syndicated show Rockline in San Francisco, California. March 13th, 1995, David Lee Roth and Edward Van Halen appear on the Good Rockin' Tonight episode in the history of rock and roll. March 13th, 2012, Sammy Hagar published a book called My Life in Red, The Uncensored Rock, My Uncensored Life in Rock. It is released in paperback. So, March 14th, 1998, Van Halen appears on the MTV show Matt Rock. March 14th, 1982, Edward Van Halen attends a One Day at a Time celebration at the Bistro in LA, California. March 15th, 1994, Sammy Hagar releases his greatest hits album, Unboxed, right there. March 16th, 1991, Edward Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli welcome son Wolfgang Van Halen into the world. Wolfgang Van Halen, this guy right here. All right, it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Wolfgang Van Halen. So, and a fine son of Eddie Van Halen and Valerie Bertinelli he is. March 16th, 1988, David Lee Roth plays the Wendell Arena in Saginaw, Michigan. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right. So, okay. All right. So, yeah, fuck. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0 episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. I'm going to rate the beer in a couple of minutes. Accompanying my beer is like a good cigar. It's a Rocky Hotel Vintage Connecticut from Riverfront Cigars. Accompanying that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. If there's anybody that wants to throw out a number between 1 and 10, feel free to do so. So, this is called Absent Landlord. It is by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to give it a little top up here. I am about to rate it. So, my final thoughts on this beer goes down very smoothly. It's a beer I'd get again over and over. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. It's good with back deck patio beer. It's like good with barbecues. Good beach beer when you're watching a hockey game. Toronto Maple Leafs, San Jose Sharks, you know. But yeah. So what am I going to give it here? All right. So I have thought long and hard on this. For Absent Landlord, I am going to give it a 9 out of 10. So I will type that in. 9 out of 10. All right. Nine out of 10. 9 out of 10 for Absent Landlord. So, yeah. So, it's really, you guys have made a really great beer. Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. I'm going to give it a little top up here. God, yes, and it lands. All right. So, if you can see that, awesome. All right. So, yeah. awesome, complex, interesting, makes you want more right away, high seller potential. So, yeah, it's a damn good beer. So, all right. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 on Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. All right. So, just place this back here. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, bongo salute. Bam. So, anyways, now that we've gotten that out of the way, all right. So, all right. I'm reaching for something over here. I've been getting requests for T-shirts like my. If you want a T-shirt like mine, I've been getting requests for them. Like, here are the T-shirts. They are okay. So, anyways, I've been getting requests for T-shirts. They are $35, shipping and handling included. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. You can send me an e-transfer or a money order on my Blogcast page or my Facebook page. Tell me what you want in design, or if it's a baseball jersey like this with the logo on the back and front, or a tank top. I will do my best to get that out to you. Or the classic design there. So these are the T-shirts, and yeah, tell me what you want, and I will do my best to get that out to you within 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. T-shirts, $35, shipping and handling included. So, anyways, we are going to do a 10 gong salute to Richard Hackman. No, Gene Hackman, Chris Reeve, John Tenna, and who else? Randy Rhoads. All right. So, anyways, all right. These guys. All right. So, anyways, here we go. Moment of silence. There we go. That's the 10 gong salute to Gene Hackman, Chris Reeve, and Randy Rhoads. All right. So, anyways. All right. So, yeah. And John Tenna. So, that would be like this dude right here. There we go. So, yeah. All right. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, anyways, before I get to my inspirational motivational quote, if you want to call the hotline up, 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call on your rotary or your cell. Jim, the beer was good. How was that beer? I love the blogcast. There you go. All right. So, anyways, my blog ID, the cube. Yes. I am going to try on the 4th. I'm going to take it out of its holster. This is a Rubik's Cube, Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. So, 4th and final time tonight, I'm going to try and get like all orange side. This is, for those of you who don't know what this is, if you're under 30, this is a Rubik's Cube, legendary toy from the 80s. Premise is pretty simple. All 9 sides, full colors. So here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. So, anyways, there we are. Okay. So, come on, man. Fuck. This thing pisses me off. All right. So that's all I got. That's all I got right there. So, anyways, put it back there. All right. So I'm going to give you my motivational, inspirational quote. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to achieve it. So, John, here's the final quote for tonight. I gave a 9 out of 10 on the Absent Landlord Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Judge your success by what you had to give up in order to achieve it. That's by Unknown. All right. So, okay. Okay, so anyways. All right. So, yeah. Ah, fuck. All right. There we go. All right. Good cigar there. And, all right, so I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you'll see your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia groups. Yesteryear, all the Van Halen hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Ozzy, Randy Rhoads groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling. Blog and vlog groups, all the classic TV and movies. All right. Well, all right. Okay. So, anyways, adjusting this a little. All right, people, that's it for me. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. We gave a 9 out of 10 to, Absent Landlord by the Cowbell Brewing Company in Blythe, Ontario, Canada. Birthday shout-outs, Steve Kerner, Jamie Bray, Mary Beth Arvi, Sheila Armstrong, Brittany Lucas, Carrie Race, Simone Fave, Beverly Susanna Eichler. Our countdowns, local events, our Gene Hackman Tribute, Superman 2, Valley Vice Season 5, Classic Tag Teams and Natural Disasters, Escape Pods from Star Wars, Rockstar Plane Crashes, Randy Rhoads, Classic Albums-Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy Osbourne. This week in Van Halen history, our motivational quote, judge your success by what you had to give up in order to achieve it by the unknown. So you may or may not see me next weekend. Yeah. So we are not spam. Like this, share, subscribe to us. Look for us on YouTube or anything. So, all right. Give shouts out to everybody watching. Sarnia for Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, Randy Rhoads, Ozzy, pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and blog groups, classic TV movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Ozzy, Miami Vice, Don Johnson. You may or may not see me next weekend, but cheers, everybody. Thank you for ending your weekend with me, and cheers. So, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this great craft beer. Absent Landlord. All right. So, all right. Yeah, so if you're a fan of Big Jims Blogcast Live, right on. You may or may not see me next weekend, but in the meantime, you got to go to work tomorrow. So cheers, everybody, and be good. For Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, I'm Jim. This is episode 311, Sunday, March 16th, 2025. Cheers, everybody, and you may or may not see me next weekend. So cheers.